They've completely missed everything.
Months, airlines are under tremendous pressure, and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too.
Put it down.
Right now is the best time to take
Just
advantage
because
of giveaway
I don't got my other
prices
phone.
on unsold seats. We're not allowed to publicize the orders online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So
I will love you anyway, baby.
ticket prices you may never see again.
Girl, look at these sleeves. Oh my.
All right, what is going on? My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. And real quick, we're gonna see what's going on in this energy. Hey, what's going on? Sharon, I was hoping you came over here. I ain't got my damn phone. I left my phone in his car, so I won't have it to fucking later on.
Hey, Doug.
Shaq, Keel, O'Neal, is your friendly benefits?
Yeah, with the credit one
Let's see.
5% cashback rewards on gas, groceries, and internet.
Benefits.
Let's see.
Don't sell us on the internet.
Appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on in this energy. All right, I hope all is well. I've been asleep all motherfucking day. Brian, please sit your ass down. All right. Your spirit knows, all right? You sense some things before you see the proof, all right? You sense things before you see the proof. Right, cut it down a little bit more. All right, you already know. All right, so your intuition is on fire right now. Bitch, when I tell you, the intuition is on fire right now. Okay, so don't ignore the feelings that you are feeling. Don't ignore shit. What you know is what the fuck you know. How you know, it's all spirit, all right? Of course, I see through illusions and walk in divine truth. Woohoo, shit. Hold on. Everybody see me jump on, I had jumped on TikTok, but I had jumped the fuck off of there because I ain't got my other phone. And I needed to record the video. I ain't recording nobody else shit, so. All right, heightening awareness, spiritual sight, protection, discernment, hidden motives, false energy, unclear situations may now be revealed. Trust what your spirit is showing. Oh my God, literally. Intuition is on point. Trust what your spirit is telling you, baby. All right, trust what your spirit is telling you. You know, on little simple shit. Literally the other day I said I need to stop drinking sodas and I need to stop drinking coffee. Bitch, I was in the emergency room last night. Because I ain't drinking enough fucking water. And I literally told myself, that's why I ain't got my damn phone. I left it in the car. I had to go to the emergency room last night. That's why I went on live. That's why you ain't see me out there. Literally, when my spirit tell you something, listen, okay? Too much analyzing can drown out your intuition. All right? Too much analyzing can drown out your intuition. All right? So, when you know something, you know what you know for a fucking reason. It's the reason why spirit is showing you, yeah, I'm good. I just need to drink way more fucking water than what the fuck I've been doing. And way less coffee. And my blood pressure was 130 over 97 last night. That lady was like, she was like, your blood pressure normally be high? I said, no, I just cussed that motherfucker out. And she was like, oh, that would explain it. I mean, I clean cussed that motherfucker out last night. Or whatever. So, yeah, I'm good, though. I'm good. It was funny, girl. We had the people in there cracking the fuck up. She was like, oh, but that's understandable. And I'm like, yes, it is understandable. So, yes, let's see. Move accordingly. You've seen enough, all right? Act like it. You've seen enough Meaning, oh my God, okay? Like, damn, this is exactly like literally everything is coming out just like that. No response is a response. Silence can be an answer too. When you know some shit, you can't ignore the shit. You have to move accordingly. When spirit tells you things, you gotta move accordingly. All right. You have to protect yourself. You can't act like you don't fucking know shit. All right, because you do. You can't act like you know shit. All right, you have to walk in your divine truth. Hey, love. You have to walk in your divine truth. All right. I am a living key of divine life and sacred power. All right. Activation. You got a lot of gifts activating within yourself. All right. Spirit finna start showing you a lot of shit, and you're gonna just know shit. You're gonna just wake up and you're just gonna know shit. And I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, how the fuck do I know that shit? You're gonna be knowing people. You're gonna be knowing people's stories, and you're not gonna understand like who fucking story is this. But then you're gonna know when you come in contact with that person, and it's something that you need to tell them. God finna start using you. Just like how God be using me and I be coming to tell y'all shit. God finna start using y'all the same motherfucking way. All right, it's time. All right, God gonna start placing stuff on your heart. All right, everything around you is not yours to carry. Now, know when God has to go to telling you shit, this is not for you to carry those burdens of somebody else. Those are just for you to use those to help somebody else. All right, safe to proceed. The energy is open enough to move forward carefully. All right. So the gifts and the knowledge that God is instilling in you. All right. You have enough information to move forward and be successful. All right. It's what Spirit is saying. Earn trust. All right. This is building in a way, in a real way. All right. It's something about you trusting yourself, trusting your instinct, trusting God. All right. You're going to trust yourself more and more and more, and you're going to start to live so motherfucking free, bitch. You're not going to give a fuck about nothing, as I don't. Okay. Spiritual bypassing. Not everything should be love and lighted away. When you know shit, you gotta treat shit accordingly. You can't love and light everything away. Sometimes a bitch gotta get cussed the fuck out and gotta be told where the fuck to go. I mean, shit, it is what it is. It's all about standing in your motherfucking power. God ain't never want you to be no punk out here. I don't know why people think that shit, that God be wanting you to be soft. And that's because they be wanting to overpower your ass. All right? But God give you the strength to where can't nobody overpower you. All right, let's see. Yeah, when I tell you I was so mad last night because I had called me a motherfucking lift. Baby, you ain't got to tell me number one time you ain't finna do something. I had to call me a lift. And I had to cuss that nigga out from here to fucking China. And fucking, man, the Uber and him got here at the same fucking time. That bitch had blocked me. That bitch had blocked me. Bitch, I don't play with my health. That bitch had blocked me. And that nigga showed up at my motherfucking door. He said, my bitch, come on. I said, no, my lip is here. He told me, cancel that shit. So I canceled it. I cussed that nigga out from here to the goddamn hospital. But all is well. Nobody died. Nobody died. Depression, darkness, and gloom. And stay with me all night. Because I ain't feel good. Fuck wrong with niggas. All right, Dawn, improvement, happiness, depression. Somebody wanted you to be down in the motherfucking dumps, and you're just not. Okay, there's nothing that you should feel. Right, calm down a little bit. There's nothing, y'all. Right, playing the guitar in the background. Not too much though. Okay, somebody wanted you to be down in the dumps. All right, somebody never wanted you to achieve happiness without them, which is crazy. You should want somebody to be happy no matter the fuck what. Damn. And now somebody else is in this depression, dark, and gloom, all right? Because power, status, and longevity, all right? Father figures are significant in the spiritual realm, guidance, guiding, authority, protecting. A nigga can never, all right? You got doppelganger. This I can't even consider this doppelganger to me be a person that that want to be you, but this person don't even want to be you because they don't want to do shit. They lazy as fuck. So how can they want to be you? They want the blessings that God be bringing, but they don't want to do the motherfucking work. Right? They told me to leave you alone and let you play.
Thank you.
That's right. I'm sending her ass to your goddamn house with that motherfucking guitar. Girl, if it ain't Jay, it's her. She the piano child. All right, watching guidance. All right, you're heavily being watched in the spiritual realm. Like, literally, you got people in the spiritual realm watching motherfuckers do shit, and like, damn, you really gonna do that? And they just sitting there watching. Finna test my ass up. I'm telling you. I be forgetting I can talk crazy over here. All right, Sin is here. Anubis, somebody. I'm telling you. I don't think this person no longer has a damn soul. If they do, it's like a crash dummy soul. This person ain't got no damn soul. All right, document seeds, contracts, and powerful secrets. All right, Sin is here again. I just don't feel like this nigga is alive but dead at the same time. Like you talking about, okay, no problem until her ass is there. Girl, the right bit to help you rearrange your whole fucking house. Uh, Body is found. Somebody found the body. 21 is significant. 24. Why did I say 21? 21 could be significant, but 24 is significant. Something could be happening in 24 hours. All right, inner conflict. Somebody in inner conflict. Police are moving in. All right, the 24th is significant. All right, you got some sort of love, a token of love, or some sort of apology coming towards you. Um, Justice is here. Or this could be your ancestors apologizing and giving you things. All right, because let me tell you something. The ancestors giving out so much shit because they know they used us like a motherfucker. I'm talking about used us like a motherfucker to do all types of shit. And you was looking like, and they looking at us like, well, bitch, did you die? All right, and they're getting ready to tower moment. Strength. All the strength that you had, they like, well, bitch, but did you die though? You went through all of that shit. Why? For Wheel of Fortune, for completion, for happiness, for moving forward, to never fucking look back and have to deal with anything that you dealt with ever again. That's the great shit about it. The things that you have been through in life, you are at a point to where you're never gonna deal with that shit again. Your kids ain't gonna have to deal with that shit again because you're dealing with that shit head on. All right, you're dealing with it head on, so they don't ever have to deal with that shit. All right, inner conflict is here. All right, inner conflict. Somebody's in inner conflict because somebody's like chose to reach out further, advance themselves. King of coins. Somebody's in inner conflict because of their money. All right, something is ending. Completions is here. Somebody is being guided to do something for you though. Somebody should have walked away from conflict when they had a chance. It's like somebody could have avoided something, but they didn't. All right, now they got to deal with some shit. Let's see. Divine timing, not denied, just not yet. All right, so it's something that you're wanting, it's something that you need, and you feeling like you need it right now. And Spirit saying divine timing, not just yet. Not saying that it's not coming. All right, it's just not right now. The invitation. All right, you are being asked to participate and collaborate. So just as quick as something ain't wasn't for you at the time, the next fucking day could be the day. All right, the opportunity could come to the surface. It said proposal here, offer, serious offer is on the way, on the table. Just like that, you went from being denied to having abundance and increase and overflow. All right, so Spirit say, I heard your denial wasn't permanent. It was only temporary. And it was only temporary because if Spirit would have gave you what was wanted, you would have did shit that God didn't want you to do. All right, use your discernment. Not all money is good money, or not giving it to everybody is not what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. All right, the interview, a conversation, the evaluation phrase. All right, so there's some sort of invitation, some sort of, I think this may be job related. You could be getting a new offer at the job. All right, magnetic money. This could be something that you wanted. Something comes in suddenly, an unexpected offer. All right, this has something to do with commitment, agreements, and official approval, CEO energy. Something finna change at your job. Spirit said read the fine print. All right, it's a lot of opportunities for here. All right, a second chance at an old opportunity returns. That opportunity that you wanted before you went there. All right, but you took that one instead. All right, side hustle, additional income available. All right, so you will have the opportunity to make side money, but I don't think that you will. What's going on? What's going on? All right, a major offer with high reward and potential. All right, so you got an offer coming in. All right, so it's not living in vain. No, of course not. Why am I singing that song? Okay. Something may seem too good to be true, but it's not. All right. It's exactly for you. It's for you. All right. It ain't for nobody else. All right. It is the new moon. Is it today or tomorrow? New moon readings are available. If you are wanting a new moon reading, all right, I am doing those for $20. All right, $20 for new moon readings. If you are wanting to burn and release ritual with it, it's 30. All right. Let's see. New moon reads. I ain't really focus on shit else. All right. Moving somewhere else to live. All right. You're either moving. Of course. Hell yeah. Of course you do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Moving. Okay. Something about moving a house. Moving house. Something about moving. It's still moving here. It's still moving. Oh my fucking God. Why is all of this shit coming out by the house? I told you. That's not permanent where you are. Literally, that's temporary. And when that temporary journey came out, I should have known. Okay? Because I was like, why the fuck is temporary journey? You know, I know we were going on different side missions and shit. But Spirit really will uproot the fuck out your ass. Somebody got put out. I know somebody else getting put out. Okay. There's a house near water. This should say moving for somewhere else to live. Then it say house near water, or like a plain field, like grass. You know what I'm saying? And then it says ready to move you in a home. What the fuck? This is a home. It's something changing about your home. So it's like get comfortable, but bitch don't get too comfortable. Somebody making their presence known, your ancestors. Fast communication is here. You got fast communication coming in. You got fast communication. Finishing up paperwork quickly. All right, help exactly when you need it. The city owes you money. and bagging a job that secures you for life. All right, so it's some sort of job that's coming in for life. All right, knows you're pregnant and ain't saying shit. Somebody pregnant. Somebody pregnant. All right, let's see. Somebody making their presence known. That's crazy as hell. It's some paperwork getting ready to get finished quickly. All right, and apparently it benefits you because it wouldn't keep showing me that shit if it didn't. All right, somebody is changing for a baby. Lord, what the fuck? There is a child being birthed somewhere up in this motherfucker. All right, a new beginning. Definitely. Somebody's sleeping in my bed, my bed, my bed. Somebody's taking my place. Why the fuck am I singing that song? Afternoon flight. All right, the 12th is significant. Is today the 12th? All right, higher learning. When is the full moon? Read. It's the full moon. Read in. Hold on, you said what now, Sharice? Higher level of authority. Sharice, yours is already down too. I'm finna say I already put you down. Okay. I'm just waiting on that nigga to bring me my goddamn phone. Higher level of authority. All right, police, fed, ancestors. I just said your ancestors was making something known because I was like, shit, making their presence known. I'm looking like, well, who? I said, shit, must be ancestors. I know it ain't no baby. And then I be damned, the fucking 12th house came out, which talks about your damn ancestors. All right, making themselves known. So they finna start knocking shit over. So you finna get a lot of shit going on in your house. What the fuck is going on? Been screaming sheets in my home. Baby, let me explain. Fast communication. All right, fast communication is happening. They finna start communicating quick as fuck. All right, is what I'm hearing. 21st is significant. Why am I hearing that song? Don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. Oh, oh. Y'all know that song by R. Kelly. Why the fuck? Why? Stop playing so loud, okay? You fucking up my train of thought. I keep hearing that song. Don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. Oh, oh. Refuses to pay. What the fuck? I mean, you got to pay to lay. Yeah. Somebody coming in being romantic as fuck. Somebody coming in being romantic. The 90s is here. The 90s is here. Packing their shit. Somebody's getting ready to pack their shit. All right, it's another job opportunity in another state. All right, so you could have moved. So much shit is going on there's so much shit going on in the news, bruh. It is just flickering across my screen. I'm like, well, damn. All right, Spirit, what is it that she needs to know at this time when it comes to Art of War? What does she need to know when it comes to the Art of War? Reason over power. In an argument, the most determined, loudest, or nastiest consistent may win with a little reason involved. To influence, overpower, to win is harder. All right, someone highly skilled at using indirect methods will win without their adversary. even knowing there was a fight. Meaning I didn't beat your ass and bitch you didn't even know we was fighting. You lost. All right, to do this, you need to understand the situation better than others to get a reasoning into play. That's how like when I be finding out shit, you know what I'm saying? And instead of me, it's pretty much facts. Facts will fuck somebody up every time because it's like it's not just cussing somebody out. It's the facts that come behind the shit. Bitch, it's facts. It ain't just me calling you a stupid bitch and a goofy ass nigga or a fuck nigga. No, it's the facts that come with it. All right. So when you arguing, try like you have to find a way. It's like it's a certain way to argue. All right. And that's what Spirit is wanting you to do. Be strategic when it comes to your shit, all right? You been fucked around and had an argument with somebody and you done shut the whole shit down. They don't even know what happened. Because you done gave them too many facts and they confused. They're trying to gather all their fucking thoughts. It's too late. All right? Aim high. We all make mistakes, but it's important to set the idea of perfection. Aim high and you will achieve more. All right, sometimes you will reach perfection, but moments of triumph is fleeting and soon gone. However, the memories of it will motivate you to want it again. All right, mistakes are simply ongoing tuition through which we learn experience. So ain't nothing wrong with having mistakes where, feeling like you ain't do this, feeling like you ain't do that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. That those are opportunities to learn. I didn't put my brother. Oh, your bro, you had a brother that was staying with you? Lord. All right, better decisions lead to a better life. You already know what that means. Know better and you do better. That's all that is. Know better and do better. Don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. All right, separating yourself from people. Divorce is here. Capricorn, Hangman. Somebody is surrendering and letting go because they ain't got no fucking choice. All right, somebody is confused at this time. Somebody doing spell work and shit behind the scenes on the Empress, but they gonna get their ass fucked up. All right, financial freedom is here. You will be able to handle your bills with no motherfucking help. All right, this motherfucker. Everything that they did to try to stop you is just increasing everything that God is already wanting to give you. All right, they plan on spoiling the shit out of you. All right, there's a new car here. You finna get ready to pay that car off. You gotta get ready to pay that car off. Hidden money millionaires here. All right, justice is something in the court proceedings that is ending. All right, there's money coming from the courts and somebody going to jail. Jail time is over. All right. Ooh, shit. There's a gift coming towards you. It's for you and only you. Somebody not letting you go. All right. Somebody is not letting go of the fact that you're supposed to have something. All right. Let me shuffle a few of these real quick. And then I'm going to go over to fucking TikTok. Damn, Alexandria name popped out already. I ain't even fucking goddamn. I ain't even said shit. I don't see nobody name. I see her name. God damn. 12 a.m. is significant. Some sort of unexpected mail. All right, somebody is trying to stop other suitors from coming in, but that shit ain't gonna work. All right, somebody finna be madly in love with you. Somebody turning on their own people high end accounts is significant. My baby daddy is watching you. All right, somebody trying to make they problems your problem. All right, somebody from the past help somebody steal something from a baby father, or you're supposed to receive something. 4 a.m. New identity. All right, an opportunity from the past is here. All right, and renting a car. All right, it's somewhere that you're going. Somebody could be renting a car. Some sort of opportunity is here. Somebody hate that you chose yourself. Houdini. Somebody hate that you chose yourself and disappeared. All right, you don't see love the same way. All right, and you cool on it. All right, however it comes. All right, something's coming in your favor though. There's a home already furnished here. All right, you said something. You said you was gonna do something, and they mad because you did that shit. All right, mom's side is here. All right, somebody is dreaming about you heavy. They know that you're the one house of your dreams. All right, somebody said you were sending them money. Urgent messages here.
Vintage magical that way.
All right, police are moving in. Things will smooth out now for you. 12 p.m.
Find extra money in your closet. Download Vintage.
Unlimited funds on a card is significant. Mississippi. Very protected. Something about 12 a.m.
Certainty matters.
Somebody knows that your love for them changed.
Promotional product. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. That's the
All right, and clerk of court is here.
wow your clients.
So it's something coming from the courthouse. It's something being done. All right, somebody used their job to try to steal something. Somebody want to take you on a date. All right, somebody knows the entire plot, and you do too. And when I tell y'all unexpected dates is coming out of the blue, because let me tell y'all what happened to one of my sisters. Her she moving, and I did a reading for her, and she moving. I got a whole new job and everything. Not letting you get away to the top. And she ain't dating nobody. She said this guy that she knew for maybe about a year. She had no idea that he even liked her. Why the fuck he asked her ass out on a date yesterday? Mind you, she finna go. So when I tell you, like, love coming in at weird ass places, because even though that you are going somewhere, don't mean that you're not running into it. Motherfuckers running into it before they leave. One thing about it, if a person really want to be with you, he gonna make the preparations to motherfucking be with your ass. And if it's following you wherever the fuck you go, I guarantee you, a real nigga gonna do it. What's necessary. All right. Is anybody wanting a on the spot here before I go over to TikTok? Is anybody wanting an on the spot before I go over from here to TikTok? I will love you anyway, baby. You get more than every girl can stand. Yeah, multiple streams. You got some money coming in. Multiple streams. That is coming to you. The opportunity is coming to you. You ain't gotta look for it.